Hydrogenesis. Okay. Now we have to downsize this. And Malaysia has not done a proper study on hydrogenesis. So we downsize. If you want to downsize hydrogenesis, you have to downsize chemical therapeutics. And if you want to downsize chemical, you better look into natural products, integrated therapies. Of course, these are new areas. It takes a lot of brave people to move into it. Then there is a pressure by patient. This is why we actually came here. The patients who took our products for dengue, they come back and many of their friends come back and look for the same product when their people got dengue, and they were pressuring me to go and speak to the Ministry of Health, please. Try it, what's wrong? We have tried and we are very comfortable. And for natural medicine, you cannot follow the biomedical science. I tell you why. Then pharmacoeconomic studies to estimate the cost savings if natural therapy is instituted both for prevention and treatment. These are some of the areas of study which we can do. I'm sure there is some funds under IRPA to do all this. Okay. The products we used. I have named this Asian names. Not because of anything. I think we should be proud to give it an Asian name. Okay. But Amirta is actually the old Proto-Dravidian word, later taken by the Sanskrit people. Amirta means disease refusal state, a terminology used in the Dravidian and the Aryo-Brahmin medical system, Ayurveda and Siddha Vaidya. It is a targeted what we call state of disease refusal. That's the target they will put, that all medical science must move towards that target, BRS, Amrita Nilai. So we have named this Amrita, and it has got many seeds inside, and all the bioactive principles, if you total up in that, is about 15,000. Now you can't trace the pathway of each of these bioactive principles because it's too extensive a work. Number two, it is in ppm quantities, parts per million quantities. Okay? And if you analyze this, you have all carbohydrates, protein, fats, natural vitamin, minerals, trace elements, enzymes, phytohormone, bioactive phytochemicals, but in quantities which are safe. That is the beauty about seeds. So we have this capsule and this capsule made up of also edible seed, but it has got some herbs. You have to know the difference between edible seeds and herbs. Spices are edible seeds, some of them are roots, a few are barks. Like cinnamon is bark, turmeric is root, okay, radix. But most of them are seeds and flowers. Now we want to concentrate on the seeds. Now this has got about 3,000 known bioactive principles. So when you add this and this, it is 18,000 bioactive principles absorbed into the bloodstream, and how it works is a mystery. Because how it works is a mystery, we rely on the clinical outcome as the primary parameter. And the safety features, whether it has got any organ damage. So you do a full profile, you see the effects on the organs, in the blood, okay, on the kidney, on the liver, and any other organs which you want to do a test. And Samalu and Amirta, you know, these are, I developed this actually for genito-urinary tract hygiene. That's why I name it Samalu. But when we give, it has got a very interesting effect on microorganisms and viruses. Okay. Now seeds, I want you all to extend or stretch your imagination a bit here. Seeds, don't look at seed as a simple banana like that. See, this guy, David Bohm, is a co-worker of Albert Einstein, right? He says, I don't know, you should understand these things. These are very quantum in nature. You need imagination to understand this, not just pure empirical knowledge. Who is to say that life was not immanent even before the seed was planted? Wonder how many of us can understand what this statement means. It means, can you imagine that life was not there even before the seed was planted? It's stretching. I'm not going to deliberate on that, then we'll go into quantum physics. Now, Dr. Larry Dorsey, MD, just like many of the medical doctors, he got interested in quantum medicine because of one early experience in his life when he was practicing medicine in America. He had an old man patient coming, dying. All the tests showed nothing was wrong with him, but he was dying. Finally, they found that he told the doctor that he was hexed. You know hexed means in English? Dibomohkan lah. Somebody did something on him. Hexed, H-E-X-E-D. So what they did, they created a situation, brought him to a room and de-hexed him, by doing a ceremony. See, now we took his hair, burned everything, did some tablets and all that, and said, you are now de-hexed, your hex is gone. The next day, he improved, and after a week, he was discharged. I don't want to explain the details of this. You can read his book, Space, Time and Medicine. He will tell the whole story. After that experience, Larry Dorsey, who is now lecturing worldwide, writing many books, and going to Asiatic medicine, he moved on into quantum medicine. I'll explain later. So he was telling if life was immanent, same, prior to the unfolding of the seed in its growing form, then the growing seed becomes more than the mere matter which it began as it takes on life itself. The growing seed has become more than the behavior of the constituent molecules. This is the thing, that when all the molecules are compacted into a seed, it is not sum total of the effects. There is some other effect that comes, which is more than the sum total of the effects. So 1 plus 1 equal to 3 effects. So the cosmic truth is man is part of nature and a product of nature. This is the cosmic truth. So a dynamic component of the cosmos itself. If he is part, then he has a relationship with the seeds. This is the relationship you have to think on. And biomedical science, I'll later explain to you, because of its mechanistic nature, it cannot go into this domain. This is the comparison. The pharmacological method of pitting one chemical molecule against another molecule or receptor in the human system to treat and manage diseases is based on this Cartesian Newtonian mechanistic worldview. We are still following this Descartes and Newtonian science, and all of them are mechanistic view. In other words, the whole cosmos is treated like a machine. It has its laws, it works like a clock. You can put an equation to it and describe the nature. And until now, the molecular theory of disease causation is based on the Newtonian mechanistic worldview. This is not easy to understand. The seed fits into this model rather than the mechanistic Cartesian Newtonian molecule worldview of present biomedical science. It is not easy to come out of the box. We are so trapped in this mechanistic world until you cannot imagine that man is beyond mechanism. Now about our products. Okay, traditionally in Siddha medicine, Siddha is the Dravidian Tamil medicine, Ayurvedic is the Aryo-Brahmin Sanskrit-based medicine. 2 botanical items has been specifically used in the management of smallpox, now no more, chickenpox, measles, all are viral diseases. They are neem, neem leaves, then turmeric. In our products, among others, these are some of the main ingredients. Okay. Now, turmeric and neem has got, when combined with others, significant antibacterial, antiviral. You have to study them. Virologists have to come in, the hematologists have to come in and study. So, we have seen this in thousands of patient positive effects in the prevention or management of viral infections. Of course, you will say, how did you do, what test and all that. I am not going to elaborate on that. I did a preliminary study which leads to this, and from there we go into a more structured study.